Okay, take two on this part two, because the last one I was just trying to film was like horrible. So this is part two of my storytelling story time of me attempting to go back on the dating scene to try to just get to know someone new. And obviously that was a complete fail. I was completely bamboozled. Taken off guard. Yes and no, because the good Lord allowed me to give me discernment. And of course, there's times that we try to ignore what the good Lord has told us. And so, but I knew what I was feeling was fairly real, as in this wasn't going to work. So if you're just tuning into this, you are going to have to listen to part one for you to even understand what I'm about to talk about. So you could try your best to suffer through this part two and have no idea what I'm talking about part one. You go right ahead. I'm just trying to help you out. So you will have to listen to part one, which is about 20 minutes long, if you want to get an understanding of part two, because I don't have the time to go over part one for you all in part two. It's pointless. That's why there's a part one. So go and look at part, go ahead and go look at part one so you get an understanding. So I left you all with a cliffhanger. And so I was telling you about how like I found this other chick on his Facebook or whatever. So that really got to me. It wasn't what I found got to me. I was feeling like I was at my tipping point, if that makes sense. Because here I'm actually already in a workflow, okay? I was actually going to go pick up part of my lunch. So on my lunch break, like I'm looking through this and I find this out, and like I said before in my other videos, I'm going to do my best to be just as real and transparent and raw with you as possible. And because I'm a real person, I'm a human, just like you all. We all laugh, we all are happy, we all have our sad points, we all get mad, we all get angry, we all get disgusted. There's just so many emotions that the human makeup has. And unfortunately, some of us are not comfortable with showing our emotions. If it's not a happy, joyful emotion, we mask it with that. And so, but I think it's healthy for all of us to experience all those emotions. I think what we need to learn is our reaction and our response when we have differing emotions. So I won't go in detail about all of that today because that's not the purpose of the video. But when I found that out, and what I had previously found out, having this feeling of this dude is done with me. He doesn't want to be bothered with me. I already had the feelings that this dude's he's about to ghost me. And so I'm looking at this and I just, my emotions just came out. My emotions just came out. I'm in my car right before I'm about to pick up my lunch, and I just felt tears just coming to my eyes, and I just start crying. And it wasn't, I don't want y'all, like, don't get me wrong, y'all. Please hear me out. And for those that know me would know where I'm coming from. But I know those that do not know me and are new to this page, I wasn't crying for him. I wasn't crying over him. Let's get past that. And that's what I'm trying to bring us to. All right, I'm trying to bring us to this other dimension, this other level, and where I'm coming from with singleness. So I felt like I reached my tipping point, if that makes sense. I felt like I reached my tipping point when it came to people, period. When it came to not just men, of course, I personally only date men. I love men. I love my men. But, I have been burnt by men. I've been burnt by women, as in friendships, as in colleagues, whatever. But I just felt like I reached my tipping point of being hurt by people. And I remember just sitting in my car and I was like, Lord, like, why do people gotta be so mean? And I sat there and I spoke to the Lord. I just started talking to Jesus, really. And I told the Lord, I was like, Lord, I know I haven't done everything right. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm just human. But at the same time, I'm like, why do people go around hurting people? Like, and I made it very personal, because I took it very personal. And I know a really dear friend of mine, I love her dearly. She told me the other day, she was like, I know you're taking it personal, but Kim, it's not personal. It's not personal. But this is before I talked to my really good friend. So I'm taking it personal, man. I'm taking it so personal. So I'm like, man, why? And I'm telling the Lord, I'm like, why do people have to hurt people? I'm like, telling the Lord, what did I remember just sitting in the car like, Lord, what did I ever do to cause him to hurt me? Like, what did I ever do to people to hurt me? Like, I'm trying to think, because even when I go through my past, of people that I've ever dated, talked to, interested in, whatever, like, there's people that you will never know I've dated or I've talked to or I was interested in or liked, because I don't drag people's names down on the ground. I just do my best not to. Even though there's been some, I don't even know, like I can't even describe some of the relationships I've been in, but just not taking it personal. And I've just done my best not to, disrespect people, even if I felt disrespected, even if I felt like I was done wrong in the situation. I still did my best to try to bring closure and respect that person, respect their name, respect their reputation, and just keep moving forward. And so with this particular situation, I'm sitting here like, okay, I haven't personally been in any type of serious relationship in like over 3 years. Now, there has been a couple people I have, quote unquote, went on a date with, not like serious relationship, dating or anything like that, but there's been a couple, maybe 2 or 3 people, maybe, that I had a meal with or hung out with someone in these past 3 years, but nothing serious, nothing major or anything like that. And so we're talking like a good over 3 years since I've been in a serious relationship. So here comes me thinking that, wow, maybe something may come out of this, like really serious, on what's been discussed, the conversations that we've had. So I'm thinking that this may go somewhere. So I'm in a car, just like all these emotions are built up, and I'm like, hurt people hurt people. And that phrase is so true in so many ways, because I'm like, yes, I'm taking it personal, but in the big picture, in the big perspective of everything, it's not me. It's them. And so I ended up doing my best to contain myself, to control my emotions. I picked up part of my lunch. I went to the office, and I guess I couldn't hide it. And like I said, it wasn't necessarily all about him. It was the fact that I was personally tired. I felt emotionally tired. I felt emotionally worn out. I felt like, how much more can I take with people just lying to me, people being dishonest to me, people are not being upfront with me, people hurting me, and it's not like it, some of you singles would know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you singles may know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you may not really understand because of experience. For those that do not know, I'm 9 minutes in. I'm going to do my best to finish this up very soon. But I am 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. I've never been married. I've never had kids. I have no children that I have custody of. My babies are my nieces and my nephews and my children's ministry kids. Those are my babies. Like I don't have any children. So and I don't go around just dating people. I don't have like a whole bunch of guy contacts in my phone. I don't DM a whole bunch of guys all the time. I don't get DMs all the time. Like, I don't, like I said, in these past 3 years, I went out of maybe a few times with a few guy friends. Nothing major, whatever. So when you wait, it's like when you're waiting and you're doing your best to do the right thing and you're doing your best to be a person of character, a person of integrity. You're trying your best to be faithful and loyal and just having, self-discipline and trying to, bring glory to God, and you're working and you're just doing your best to take care of your household. You're doing your best to be a friend to your current friends. And just so many more things as a single person. And then people think that they could just trample around you. People think that, well, I talked to this person for a little bit. Let me just share what I think they want to hear and, get what I want or get what I think I want or whatever the case may be. Or if they don't get what they want, they just peace out. And it's just so weird. It's just so weird out here. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. And so I was very upset. So I went to the office and I wasn't trying to make a scene. I wasn't trying to make the attention. I wasn't trying to get attention or anything like that. I am not an attention seeker. I think people that know me knows that I'm not an attention seeker at all. And definitely when it comes to work, I just want to get my work done and keep it moving. And so, but people saw it in my eyes. I guess I have, I'm a joyful person. I'm a very happy person. My countenance tells it for itself. And so when I came in the office and I just didn't look well. And I spoke to my supervisor. I talked to another colleague. And I was just telling him, like, look, I'm just emotionally drained. I'm emotionally drained. And so I honestly couldn't even get the rest of my work done. Like, I had to take a sick day. I had to take a self-care day, a mental health day, because my emotions were so out of whack. My emotions are so out of whack because I'm like, once again, I honestly thought that I honestly thought that I would never get ghosted again. Like, I've been ghosted a few other times. I've had people decide that they didn't want to be bothered with me for whatever the reason may be. Which, I'm not going to go in detail and try to figure out because I'm a fun person. I'm a very fun and entertaining person. I have a lot going on for myself. So, I have there's a full package when it comes to me. So the only thing I could think of is that I'm gonna do a video about this too later, but one of my theories is I feel like I'm a liability. And for people to be with me, to be seriously with me, dating me, to be committed to me, like, they gonna have to work. Like, it's not gonna be a walk in the park. And so that may be very intimidating. And unfortunately, in our society today, men, like these young men in my age bracket, they have a lot of choices. They have a lot of options. And unfortunately, there's a lot of women out there that do not hold a lot of strong standards and morale and ethics. So Why do they need to work and wait around for someone when they could get certain things for free, you know? And so it's like the saying says, why should you pay for the cow if you could get the milk for free, you know? So, but anyways, with that all being said, I just feel like that was my tipping point. And like I said, was just not with him. It's just like, it felt like, oh my goodness, like of all the past relationships I've been in, all the, you know, people that I want to be with or interested in with, it's like, it just never would work out. And I was just, even when I came home that Friday and I allowed myself to rest and try to rest my mind and my emotions, and even on Saturday, I still had some of these thoughts. And so, what was I about to say about that? Can't even remember. It was something really awesome I was going to say about that, but I can't even remember. But we just need to like. Okay, so that's where I come. This is where I come to the singleness depression thing is, right? So singles, we have to deal with a lot of stuff that some married people don't necessarily have to deal with. Of course, there's marriage struggles that I don't know about, that I don't have to deal with. But there are certain things that singles, we deal with. And it can be hard sometimes. It can be challenging sometimes. And you could feel like you're doing everything that you could possibly do that you know is right, but it's still not working out. And that's what I was kind of feeling like this weekend. I was like, man, like, I tried my best to treat everyone with respect. You know, I'm a firm believer, y'all heard me say it before, I'm a firm believer of the law of harvest, meaning what you sow, what you plant in your life, whatever you do, you're going to reap. So if you give people respect, you're going to get respect back. If you know, live a life of character and integrity, you're going to receive that back in some form or fashion. You know, and I'm a true believer of what you sow, you will reap. Good and bad. There are consequences to our negative actions. There are rewards for our good discipline and living a good lifestyle. And sometimes it just feels like as a single, you don't feel like you're winning. You don't feel like you're winning because, man, you know, you feel like you meet these people that seem like they're so great, they're so good, it seems like they compliment you, and then you find out, wow, once again, I get rejected again. You know, you try your best. You hear people always say, take a risk, you know, take a leap of faith. You know, how would you ever know if you don't talk to the person and you never hang out with the person or yada yada. And when you do that and it don't work, it's like, and you first thing you always try to think is it's you. You always think that it's you that is the problem, which is not the case. Which is not always the case. Of course, we all have our flaws, we all have our mistakes or whatever. But I'm starting to realize it's not me. And I'm starting to realize more and more now that it's not me. Yes, I'm working on me. Yes, I'm working on Kim. Kim is doing her best to work on her. But I'm realizing that I'm more of a liability for people because when you're around me, it's going to require you to work. It's going to require you to work because ultimately when you get married is work. Every married person I've talked to has told me marriage is work. It's like another full-time job. It is not easy at all. Yes, it has its great rewarding times. Yeah, it's fun or whatever, but it is work. And it's so if you ain't doing nothing to withhold just a dating courtship, what makes you think I could trust you when we get engaged, when we get married? Like, I have to see the person work because I know I'm going to be working, you know, and it, so not exactly everything I want to share about that, but I'm 18 minutes in, not actually 19 minutes in, but so I'm not gonna make another video. I'm not splitting this up again. So y'all just gonna have to listen to this, take a break or whatever y'all gotta do. But anyways, so ultimately, I have not heard back from the brother. I haven't heard back from the brother. Um, last time I spoke to him, so today is June 10th, 2018. It is my time. It is 10:52. And I'm actually looking at my phone just in case, so I'm going to put my foot in my mouth. But I have not heard from that brother since I called him, which was Friday evening. So the last time he actually called me was Thursday evening. So I actually have not heard nothing from him, actually no communication from him since Friday night. That was from me. That was from me. So he, on his end, he hasn't made any communication towards me since then. So we're talking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So 3 days. I haven't heard nothing. So I guess it's official that I have been ghosted. And I know some people, there's a lot of females out here that always talks about that they want closure or whatever. I'm good. I don't think I need to talk to him to get closure. Like I heard someone say it earlier today on the Facebook, saying that they are communicating. They're telling you closure by their current communication. So this brother man is pretty much telling me, Kim, I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't want to talk to you. You're too much work. I'm on to the next. So yeah, but I'm not gonna go in more detail about that, but I am going to share some stuff about I'm gonna take it on the flip side with you all. Things that you should not if you're gonna ghost someone, things that you need to do when you ghost someone, because I'm sorry, some of you brothers are stupid. I'm sorry, some of you brothers are stupid because some of the things that you do and you say is you're setting yourself up for disaster. You're setting yourself up for disaster. But 21 minutes in, I'm going to tell you all my closure into the situation. My closure in this situation was that I was able to talk to a few people. I was able to talk to one of my dear friends that I've known since the 6th grade. She really helped me bring a new perspective in this. She really did encourage me. I spoke to her on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I got my hair done, even though I was planning on getting my hair done like 2 or 3 weeks ago, which is so funny because the dude that I was telling y'all about, like, he knew I was getting my hair done this weekend. And so I ended up, I texted him after I got my hair done. I sent him a picture of my new look. And I told him, like, I hope you're having a great weekend. And I told him, I hope you have a great weekend. The hair struggle is done. And I left it at that. I said nothing else since then. And I don't plan on saying anything else to him. He has until Monday. He has until tomorrow at 10 p.m. to text me and to call me to apologize. If he does not, his number will be blocked from me. So that is my closure, and me sharing this on YouTube is part of my closure as well. I actually feel really great, to be honest with you. Like it's amazing, like how upset and mad and sad I was on Friday and Saturday morning, but it's crazy. I went to church today, this Sunday, and I got a lot of compliments today, and so many people was telling me that I looked so happy, and I thought it was so amazing because I'm like, man, if you only knew how I looked and how I felt on Friday and Saturday morning, God is just so amazing. God is just so amazing because even in the midst of that, even in the midst of a situation, once again, in a way I feel like, once again, the devil was just after me. Like devil was just after my life, but God is greater. Like God is greater. And so he still made a way for me to find joy in him, to find strength within. And I'm thankful for that, no doubt. 24 minutes in, oh my goodness That's why my videos are so long, guys. But I can only imagine that I know some of you all are really being encouraged by this. So once again, I apologize my videos are maybe too long for some of you. Take a break, come back to them. I can't be making a whole bunch of different parts of these videos, okay? I'm doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best here. So yeah, so that's my closure. I know everybody have their different ways of closure with these situations, but you know, this is not my first rodeo. This is not the first time that Miss Kim has been ghosted. This is not the first time. And you know, it may be a shocker for you all. How can I be ghosted? But I have my reasons why I know I'm being ghosted. Like I said before, some of these dudes have too many options. They're not willing to do the work. I'm a very strong Black woman that knows what I want and what I need. And I'm a liability, man. You better have your stuff correct, you know. And so yeah, I'm 25 minutes in. I hope y'all enjoyed this. But for those of you that I know that are dealing with singleness depression, just know that I am here for you. Feel free to connect with me here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If you're local, if you're in the Hampton Roads area, I am completely open with meeting with you face to face. Most definitely. I have no problem with that. I'm okay with meeting new people out in the community. So be encouraged. Just please be encouraged. Just know that yes, bad things do happen to good people. The Bible tells us it rains on the just and the unjust. But just know that if you know that you're doing everything that you could possibly do to do well in this life, you're doing your best to love people, to care for people, to have compassion, to respect people. Just know that your reward is coming soon. It's coming. It has to come. It's the law of the harvest. This is how life is. It may seem like people that don't even do half as much as you're doing are winning. Just try your best to rest your mind. Try to rest your emotions. Put some closure into your emotions. Close the doors that need to be closed. Remove yourself from situations and relationships that need to be removed, or friendships. Don't allow nothing to keep you back from your destiny and from your goal. So 27 minutes in, I know it's really long, guys, but this is the video and this is what I have for you all today. Have a great one. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, and I'll talk to you all later.